you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Off of play action, it's Watson. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The Browns at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35 on 2nd down. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. We're scoreless after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow, and the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Burrow going for it on 4th. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Watson on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
I Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watson off play action. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns extend their lead yet again. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now Chubb running right to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and
he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
They begin with a run by Mixon. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Burrow will throw.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So 1st down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And no chance to get away.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.